So, like I was saying, UFC, I don't see anywhere Yana can beat Chris Cyborg. She's not going to outpower her. She's not going to outgrab Cyborg. There's just no, I don't see it. Sorry, there's not much to break down. I just see Cyborg just blowing through her. That's why I wish put that as the co-main event. Let Frankie and Brian Ortega go 5 rounds, because the winner of that's going to be fighting Max Holloway. So very important fight in and itself, and it's definitely going to be the more exciting fight of those two. I mean, I see Cyborg second round TKO. I think first round this girl's going to try to avoid Cyborg, tie her up, try to do whatever, and it's going to wear thin. Second round, Cyborg just comes out and blasts Yana, and that's going to be it for her. Time to go back to Invicta, because this is the major leagues, and she's not going to be able to hang, I'm sorry to say. So to recap, make sure you watch Mackenzie Dern. Let's see if she's real in the prelim card. Kat Zagano, third round TKO win. She'll beat Ketlin Vieira. Stefan Strude, Arlovsky. I see Strude, second round TKO, pretty much ending Arlovsky's career, at least in the UFC. Sean O'Malley, he's going to win by unanimous decision. Frankie Edgar via decision in the most exciting fight of the night. And Chris Cyborg, second round TKO, no problem, retains the belt and moves on for another day and another long time at championship, because I don't see anybody beating her in the near future. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I doubt it. I don't even know who she'd even fight next, but I don't know really. Who can she fight next? Oh man, my kitty cat's crying. What's up, kid? Maybe don't like the rain, because it's raining outside. So, let's see. Do we go back to Florida? Do we want to talk about the lies? Do we want to talk about Joe Scarborough and how one day he likes guns, one day he doesn't? We want to talk about how FedEx stood up and refused to take away discounts for NRA members. Good for them. Don't fall to this pressure. If you want to not do it, then don't do it. But stop listening to these clowns that tell you what to do. Think for yourself as a company. I don't know. That's just me. That's what I say. See, DOJ Sessions, Attorney General Sessions, they're going to probe the illegal FISA warrant highlighted in the House Intel memo. I mean, the Sessions going to get out on this stuff or what, Do I have to say again that Jeff Sessions should step down? I hear all these people saying he's doing this work and that work, and going to do this and going to do that. I don't know. We don't have any proof of this guy doing anything. And, I'm sure people know better than me. Maybe we give him some more time, but So let's see. Google removing all shopping search results for guns, even water guns, Guns N' Roses. Ridiculous. I don't know. What can I say? Ridiculous. Ridiculous as always with Google and this stuff. And then we had students the other day participating in the gun control walkout, who ended themselves getting arrested when they threw rocks to damage a car. Protesting really isn't that fun. I'm sorry. I'm not really protesting much, but it's not really that fun. So, that being said, it's like, if it's not that fun, why these people go out and protest something like gun control and then they throw rocks? Like the people that protest abortion, I get that, but then you're going to murder people at the clinic or something. I don't understand that. It makes no sense. I mean, just think about what you're protesting for a minute, for a day. I don't know. And just think about it, man. Think about it before you do it. Just, I mean, that's all you can say. Just. That's all I can say there. Like, think about it. Use your sense. Use common sense. I don't know. People gotta do that. Because if they did, it would make the world a better place. Yeah, I gotta stop saying I know where you say something you realize, God, it doesn't sound right or it's not good. Yeah. I gotta say that the other day I was in the grocery store and I just came to find out that WIC used to be the check, that women, infants, children, and they give you a check, it's a prescription, and you're supposed to get what's on that specifically. And now I find out it's a card just like food stamps. So are the same rules in effect? Can you just buy pretty much what you want or a certain amount of what you want with our taxpayer money? It's amazing we have tons of money to fund all this stuff in our government and whatnot. So much money we pay out every year for these just false. I don't know. It's crazy. We just pay out so much money of taxpayer money to fund people who don't need it but just want to live off the federal land. And I know there's some people that need it, but in general, a lot of these people don't. And we should make them do something. We should make them, try something, try to work, help them work. Yeah, you gotta keep these people honest, and then a bunch of them will disappear that aren't honest if they have to do some honest work to get some cash. And the people that need it would be more than willing to work. So on the big screen, Chappaquiddick. Everybody know that one? You should if you listen to the show. Chappaquiddick thriller. Mary Jo Kopetsky, the Me Too victim of Ted Kennedy, right? Good old Teddy boy. Drove her into the lake and let her die, and he went back to his hotel room and did whatever. And oh, by the way, there's a dead girl in the ocean that was in my car. Left to drown in the waters of Martha Vineyard. It was about 4 years before I was born, 1969. Now, they suggest that Kennedy killed her. They suggest that. We know Kennedy killed her. But it didn't even end his political career. It didn't put him in jail. And he walked away free, and he had a dead girl. But we'll get into more of that when the movie comes out. I'll have to watch it and see what I think. How realistic, or is this going to be a fluff piece protecting the Kennedys, I don't know what it's going to be, but it is what it is. Now, a judge, big news today, U.S. judge, rejects the lawsuit seeking to stump my speech. Now, to stop Trump's border wall. The U.S. judge sided with President Trump and rejected an attempt by the state of California and environmental groups to stop the government from building a wall on the U.S. border with Mexico. Yes, environmental groups. This lawsuit was filed in San Diego federal court and said Trump's wall violates federal environmental standards, as well as constitutional provisions regarding the separation of powers and states' rights. I guess Mexico's a state. I don't know. The plaintiffs asked U.S. District Judge Gonzalo Curiel, who we know before Trump had talked about, to stop the administration from pursuing the barrier until it demonstrates compliance with environmental laws. Now, I'm a conservative and I conserve the environment. I'm not a litter bug. I try to pick things up every once in a while when I can. I'm trying to leave it cleaner than when I started. That being said, there are times where environmental laws need to go away, and this is one of them. Our security is more important than the three-eyed muskrat's survival. Sorry, but it is the case. So, the wall must go on. And not just a wall, but we need security. We need to stop the intrusion into our country. Stop. It's called responsibility, and we have that responsibility to many a people. They being citizens of the United States. So we need to make it safe and secure for ourselves. It's just as simple as that. The border is one of those ways to do that. I mean, what's the point of having a government if we're not protecting ourselves? What is Newsweek almost out of business? Blah, blah. They can't pay their rent. Son knocks father out after asked to stop texting. Some girl tried to hire somebody to carjack her family, or she did hire them. Olympics for a loss of money for TV stations. Closing ceremony ratings were below that of The Walking Dead. Here's a good one. McDonald's record holder set to eat his 37th Big Mac and vows to continue scoffing burgers until the day he dies. So weird when you see these guys that set records. They always look like there's somebody from like 50 years ago. This guy looks like John Lennon over here. And who cares he ate 30,000 Big Macs? I mean, did they have a record for cheeseburgers? Because they probably ate about 100,000 McDonald's cheeseburgers. Back in the day when I lived in New Jersey, it used to be $29.39, 29-cent hamburgers, 39-cent cheeseburgers. And when you got done with the club or whatever, and it was a late night, what'd you do? You went to McDonald's and hit that up if it wasn't White Castle. But obviously McDonald's burgers are bigger, so when they were $29.39, you went to McDonald's and not White Castle. Yeah, So supposedly this guy has eaten Big Macs every day since 1972. Bellagio crook arrested for stealing $1.8 thousand worth of lobster tails. Las Vegas police are reporting that a cook at the Bellagio Hotel and Casino on the Vegas Strip was arrested on one count of embezzlement for taking food home. Bellagio security informed officers that Hernandez had been caught stuffing 25 lobster tails in his backpack and walking out the door with them, probably to sell them on the Las Vegas Strip. Fresh lobster tails right here, right from the backpack. Another sad but true story. The lobster tails were valued at $75 each. Hello, it is the Bellagio, making the total haul worth about $1,875. Great to know. Lobster tails maintain their value. Now, what else can you say about that story? Not much. And then back to food, because we want to end up with food. Police say a damning clue led to the arrest of a Pennsylvania man charged with stealing a pot of meatballs. Red sauce smeared on his face and clothes. A 48-year-old man. I don't know if man is the proper term. Oh, no, wait. Oh, anyway, 48-year-old was charged with burglary, criminal trespass, and theft by unlawfully taking for allegedly swiping a pot of meatballs from a man's garage on Monday. I don't know where to begin with this. Police say the victim reported his meatballs, missing and told officers around 2:30 p.m. Monday that he saw Potter standing in front of his house with red sauce on his face and clothes. The pot was found on the street. It's unclear if Potter washed the sauce off before he was arrested a short time later. Oh my goodness. This is ridiculous. Oh my gosh. So, what do we start with here? Why would you be looking? I don't know. Like, why did you go to somebody's garage, or were you just hungry? And why would you keep meatballs in your garage? And then why would you eat meatballs from a garage? Like, let's say you went to your friend's house and they had meatballs just sitting in their garage. Hey, try some. I think I'm full, thanks, but no thanks. You sure you don't want my balls from my garage? No, I think I'll pass. I've had enough balls from the garage for a day. Well, that wraps up another episode. As comical and sad as it may be, at the same time, you listen to The Reality Check with your host, Ben Chanaman. Someone will be with you next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Have a great evening and stay safe, watch the UFC, and thanks